I'm going to decode fear. And I know most of you are from IT. I'm going to decode fear like FEAR. No, not that way. We are going to decode it. Fear has a lot of things like fear, panic, scared, anxiety, angry. So all these words are related to fear, and this is you fear doesn't need to be a single path. It has a lot of byproducts, like how we say in the manufacturing industry. So this is the impact of fear, as you literally noticed. By having the fear of presenting this in front of all of you, I have forgot to greet and welcome you all. Good morning and good evening, everyone. This is Syed here. I'm working with supply chain management. I'm working here in Dubai for the past 15 years. I have chosen this topic fear, and I have purposely made this introduction bit later because most of the times we get into the fear and then we will forget, we will jump into the subject or whatever the presentation is into, and then we will start running towards it. I have been joined in this tribe by January, and from that time I was having this kind of fear. When should I start speaking? When should I start giving a presentation? And the topic I chose was like in February itself, I chose that I should address something related to my fear so that I'll get rid of the fear. And I was too lazy to pen it down or make a presentation on it. So I was thinking, and I didn't do it. And then again, we in between we got the COVID fear, in between we got the job loss fear. So there were a lot of fears came into life, and all of a surprise, I got the invitation for the youth competition which Mr. Mano was running through. And I went through all the videos. I was like quite surprised, and that became like a motivation to me. I said I should get rid of this fear, and I should start working towards it. So I want to present to you now decoding the fear. I think I want to segregate it into two sectors. One is like good fear, and other one is bad fear. You might be wondering, fear is always bad. What is there good fear or bad fear? So I categorized myself, and when I looked for some slides just to put across, and I said people have already done this also. So I categorized myself good fear and bad fear. Good fear, I could say, the fears which helps you to be in discipline, which helps you to be perfect. I can give an example. Like you are driving on a highway, you keep your speed limits within the limit of the road with the fear that the camera flashes, or with the fear that you might injure someone, or with the fear that you might incur some physical loss or financial loss if you over exceed the speed. So I could say that it is a good fear which will help you to be focused. And we have been in various countries, and again there are various rules. Without arguing, we will simply abide by the rules, and we have a fear element in that. Oh, if we deviate from this, we will get struck up or we will have some issues. So that is again a good fear. And when I started with this presentation, a lot of things came into my mind, like okay, what should I put it across, what should all I put it in the presentation, what are all things I should explain so that it doesn't bore the audience or they doesn't feel like okay, this is totally irrelevant. So those kind of good fears helped me across. And I said okay, this is the where I need to concentrate on. And bad fear is something which you need to improve. Bad fears are literally like you are really scared of, and you need to work towards this as well. And when I go into the third slide, when we discuss about the good fear, there was a sayings from Michael Ignatieff. This is all the things in the slides. It's good to be afraid occasionally. Fear is the great teacher. So we should have those fears definitely. When I had this fear in last year, how I am going to present or how I am going to be in a virtual world, I said, okay, I need to learn from it. I need to learn from it. And today, because of COVID, definitely 3 to 4 meetings I'm being in online for the official network. So the step which I took in January or February that I need to work towards the fear is definitely helped me, and then I become little courage enough to handle things. So bad fear should be our next goal. This is again another saying goes from Ralph Waldo Emerson. What you are afraid to do is a clear indication of the next thing you need to do. As I said, my fear, I had a lot of stage fear. If you ask me to write like 10 pages, I would write 10 pages without any hesitations. But then if you ask me to present, like I'm handling a team of 8 people, and whenever I go into the meeting, I'll start with a smile this, but end of the meeting I'll again think I should have done the meeting in this way. Maybe I should have presented this first. Maybe they are not clear. I've not communicated properly. So the bad fears are definitely needed, which tells you where you need to improve upon. Say like I have a stage fear, so I need to work towards that to get rid of this bad fear, and it will become a good fear. And second thing is, like, you need to constantly improve yourself. You might be having a fear, okay, what will happen if there is a job cut? So that is a bad fear. Instead of fearing about the job cut, you need to constantly improve on yourself. You can do online coaching. You can see how you can improve yourself, how you can network among the peers, how you can make yourself visible to others. So you have to turn those bad fears into good ones. So definitely good fears are the ones which keeps you disciplined, and bad fears are the one which will tells you what is your target is, where you need to travel towards. And the final slide, what I have mentioned is Plato's wordings. Courage is knowing what not to fear. So the big thing is we should know our fears. We should list down our good fears and bad fears, and we should keep the good fears for the benefit of ours, our environment, the people depending on us, and the bad fears for us to improve ourselves. We need to tick off. Okay, I had a list of 10 fears. I need to hunt down one after the other, one after the other, the fears, so that those fears get rid of it. If I'm afraid of a dark room, I can be sitting outside and say, no, 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 I'm afraid of the dark room. I will not move. I will not move. But what you have to do is you have to look forward for the light. Maybe the light you will get it from yourself, or the light you can find it from the help of others. Like online, this we can get into a tribe, and then we can put forward ourselves without any shy or any hesitation. We should have to find the light and walk into the dark room. That is where we have to. I hope I was able to tell you clearly where my fear is, and then how I decoded my fear. And I hope I will be getting rid of my fear, and in future, whenever Mr. Manav asks for, okay, who is ready for this week, I should be able to jump in and say, yes, I will do it this time, I will do it next time. So without giving any excuses, I'm thinking how I should improve myself. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Mr. Manav. Thank you.